Want the can't stop, won't stop watching sort of stuff? You know, the dramatic stuff. AMC Plus has it all. Would you go to war for your family? Don't miss Kin, the all-new Irish gangland drama. Ready to raise the stakes? Catch up on the latest episodes of The Walking Dead's epic final season. Nostalgic for TV's golden age? AMC Plus is the home of Mad Men. Plus, meet a sitcom wife like no other in Kevin Can F Himself, starring Annie Murphy. Available ad-free on demand and on the platforms you're already on. Sign up today at amcplus.com. AMC Plus, only the good stuff.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed effortlessly adjusts in response to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed. Plus free premium delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Welcome to the Make Your Damn Bed podcast, a low-key, real-talk motivation podcast to play while you make your bed every morning to incorporate healthy routine into your day-to-day, build momentum, and better your life. Good morning, sunshine. Welcome to day 270 of the Make Your Damn Bed podcast. Sometimes it is difficult to know what to do when you're struggling with feeling certain feelings. There's only so much stay in your body advice one person can take before it becomes another frustrating point of analysis. This is why I try to encourage neutrality about our emotions and the way that we think and the way that we interpret our feelings and our thoughts. Despite this, I really do struggle with the more uncomfortable emotions. And as I mentioned in yesterday's episode, the more that I repress those emotions, the harder those feelings get to actually process and get past. They kind of become such a nuisance that I avoid them altogether. I will avoid relationships to avoid having relationship drama. But if I don't go through the relationship drama in real time, then I will never get past my fear of relationships. When we build a barrier to protect us from feeling hard feelings, those barriers become more challenging to approach in general. So as a result, we end up completely avoiding things that could potentially trigger those fears. And before we know it, we will miss out on an entire life because we didn't make room for discomfort. And discomfort is unavoidable. It's been the reality for all humans since the moment we came out of the womb. It is uncomfortable out here. But if we're not willing to face that discomfort before we realize it, we will avoid fear so much that we've completely centered it as the main character in our story. Before we know it, we will have made every choice in our life around avoiding our discomforts instead of simply facing them, and we make them the star of the show instead of just a commercial break. When I was younger, I wanted to be a stand-up comedian so badly, but I was petrified of performing in front of an audience. I put so many stakes on it that I avoided my lifelong desire to tell jokes in front of people and make them laugh. So I would make compromises with myself. I would perform in jobs or on nights out, but it never fulfilled my itch. So I started to show up to open mics, and I would watch people bomb, and I'd gain confidence through theirs, but I was still terrified of the idea of performing. So I instead sank thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours into classes and training and performing and practicing all by myself, only to be struck with the same fear of stepping onto the stage by myself. That fear was unavoidable when it came down to what I wanted. And the only thing that actually got me out of my head was doing it. I had to rip the Band-Aid off quickly and completely and step blindly and clumsily into the lights. Sure, I flailed a bunch, but for the most part, I was just happy I survived. I felt the fear and the discomfort and the heat, but eventually I felt proud, and the endorphins were so strong that they started to outweigh my fear of failure and rejection. Eventually, by facing my fear, even though it sucked for a while, because I was bad, it felt bad. But there was something in me that was just so happy that I survived it. So it became more natural. By being proud of myself for facing that shit and not actually dying, even though that's how it felt, I realized the thing I feared was just the discomfort. It was weird, and that was it. But I've survived weird discomfort many a times before, and it's never stopped me. When we look our fear in the face, and we welcome it, and we sit with it, we realize that it's not so scary after all. It's just masquerading as another way to keep us safe, but in reality, the fear becomes bigger than what it is. When things come up that make us confront that bullshit in the future, we shouldn't turn and run because that's how it turns to control us. Of course, recognize that things will be scary and uncomfortable and weird, but that's it. And you've survived that discomfort before. Hard things are hard because on the other side of hard is freedom. Freedom to approach shit whenever you want and stop building your life around the things you're avoiding.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Make Your Damn Bed podcast. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a day. You can also follow us on Instagram for quotes and content directly from each episode at MYDB Podcast, or subscribe to the newsletter on www.makeyourdamnbedpodcast.com. If you can rate and review us on Apple Podcast or just share this with someone you think might get a kick out of it, it can and has made all the difference. So thank you. I've been your host, Julie Merica, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you tomorrow while you make your damn bed.
Join the uplifting global event of the year, inspired by Japanese tradition, A6 World Ekiden. A6 World Ekiden is a free virtual relay that you can run to race the global community. Register through the A6 Runkeeper app now and race with a team of up to 5 friends on November 10th through November 22nd. Discover the power of teamwork to uplift the world. Visit a6.com/relay21 to register your team for the A6 World Ekiden, now through November 22nd.